Stay fresh music.
Yo, so how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So as I'm sure you guys are aware, last week I did put together a video showing you guys the top 3 best ways to make money in GTA 5 online, and going off the feedback, it seems like you guys really seem to enjoy that video, as there was at least one method in that video that all of you guys could grind out straight away. However, seeing as the majority of the methods in that video have been updated or they've now ended, I thought I'd go ahead and put together somewhat of an updated version to that video. Seeing as it's Saturday night, I know a ton of you guys are going to be online tonight, so I thought that it only made sense I put this video together for you guys. So as always, if this video does help you guys out in any way, shape or form, and you do want to see me cover more epic money and RP guides in the future, all I ask is you drop a like down below and feel free to subscribe, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first method I'm going to be showcasing in this video is how to complete this week's brand new time trial. It only takes 1 minute to complete and will earn you guys a very nice $50,000, so you really have no reason to complain. I guarantee all of you guys will come on straight away and smash this time trial at the park. Now, I would suggest you guys go ahead and use a motorbike for this time trial. There's tons of super fast motorbikes you guys can easily complete this one in, including the Sanctus, the Hakuchu Drag, the Shatoro. But in this video, I'm going to keep things mutual. I'm going to use the Batty 801, which only cost around $16,000, so I guarantee all of you guys can at least afford this motorbike. But like I said, if you guys own any of the new faster motorbikes, by all means go ahead and call that one up. Now, as soon as you guys arrive at the time trial, you want to press right in the D-pad to start the time trial. As soon as you start it will show you guys where the finish line is. Now, it is northwest to your current location, so what you want to do is just mark up the actual finish line. So now when you guys restart the time trial, you'll have a waypoint there so you can follow in case you guys get lost. Even though this is a very straightforward time trial, when you see it for the first time, it's pretty easy to memorize. Now, as always, the 2 motorbikes I would suggest you guys go ahead and use are the Batty 801 or the Hakuchu. Now, I did try a new thing like a couple of weeks ago where I keep changing my motorbike every single week, and you guys seem to really like that, as it kind of showed what I was saying is true, that you can use any of these bikes, give or take. So in last week's video, I did use the Hakuchu to complete it, so I'm going to use the Batty 801 in this video, just to prove to you guys that both of these bikes are equally as good. Both have their pros and cons, but in general, you should be able to do it on either of these bikes very easy. Okay, so to kick things off straight away, I'm not going to lie, this might sound a bit ridiculous, but in my personal opinion, coming from somebody who does these time trials every single week easily, I've got to say the very first turn that you come across in this race is actually the hardest turn in the entire race. So as you guys can see, I messed up this bit straight away. You're better off just restarting it so you can land this turn as perfect as you can, because it's right at the start of the race. You're not losing out any time if you get it a bit wrong. Just try and get it perfect and pop a wheelie as soon as you start it, because there usually is a load of traffic near this little turn, so it is just completely random on the luck of the draw whether you're going to get cars parked up on that corner or not. Now, as soon as you guys turn that corner, you want to try and stay central. That's the best method I use doing this little method, just popping a wheelie as much as you can. The best thing for the Batty 801, because you've got unlimited wheelie ability, is just to hold it for as long as you can. Unlike the Hakuchu, where you can only pop wheelies every 2.9 seconds, I believe, it is kind of tedious because you have to plan it and time it out. Even though the Hakuchu is very good for this time trial also, because as you guys can tell, there isn't that many turns left and right. There is only one little bit in the middle of this race, which you're going to see that can be a bit annoying, but as I mentioned in the intro, it doesn't require you to go fast on it, so you can do it very slowly just to guarantee you get that nice easy payout. Now, as you guys can see, when you approach this part of the race, I would suggest staying on the actual right side of the road, just so you don't have any oncoming traffic, because what will actually happen when you're popping wheelies on these short roads, they might just turn last second, the cars that come and face on, and it could fuck you up. Now, coming approaching this final turn, you don't actually have to brake at all making this turn. This turn is perfectly possible as long as you maybe want to slightly take your hand off acceleration, but you don't have to. If you're leaning forward, press A on the Xbox or X on the PlayStation. That does also increase your speed, so if you guys can't pop wheelies in between these cars, always lean forward by holding down X or A on the PlayStation. Now, you guys might remember this part of road from last week's time trial. Just do exactly as I explained last week. Stay on the left side of this dirt road, because you don't want to fall off into the sea. You just want to make sure that you're staying safe. Now, this turn you're approaching is very sharp, so completely slow down or use your handbrake for this turn, and then just pop a wheelie as soon as you get onto this straight. Now, when you get onto this part, this is the difficult part. Well, not difficult, but the part that you just want to take it very slow and very steady, because you guys went so fast for the majority of the race. We are way ahead of our time, so So take a note of certain landmarks that I'm passing with the time in the bottom right, just so you guys know that you're on time as well. I also mess up quite bad at the end, and I'm still able to finish this time trial easily. Now this side of the road is slightly easier than the left side, however you don't want to hold down full acceleration because there's a lot of turns on this side that look like illusions, like you're going to drive straight off the road. However, you just want to slow down completely by taking your hand off acceleration. There's no point using your brakes on this side of the road. What you're better off doing is just holding down acceleration, letting go of it when you think you're going too fast. Now as soon as you get onto this bit of a straight, as you guys can see, you can let it rip, hold down RT, and when you go into this little front bit, make sure you pop a wheelie just to try and get max speed up again. Now from here you just have to go straight to the end. As you guys can see, I've got plenty of time, more than 20 seconds to get somewhere that's like across the road from me. Now there's a few ways you can take this final part. You can follow the dirt path all the way around, or you can take an immediate left as soon as you're going uphill like me, then jump straight onto the road and then take another left. This is where I kind of messed up in my opinion, because I was slowing down trying to look around to see if I could see any better options for you guys, but nonetheless you will get straight onto this dirt path, and then bang, as you guys can see, 52k in my bank, made in under 3 minutes. However, moving straight into the second bunny maker method in this video, and this is the method I mentioned in the intro, which has been updated by Rockstar Games. As you guys might be aware, around 2 weeks ago, Rockstar Games did introduce a brand new adversary mode into the game called Bumushka Run, which did offer you guys double money and double RP last week, which was supposed to end this Tuesday. However, Rockstar Games have extended double money and double RP for another week, and you guys can earn some very good money if you grind this method out in the right way. We're talking an insane $292,000 as well as 33,000 RP from a single game. Layman terms to explain this new adversary mode, it's basically a new version of cat and mouse just played in the sky with airplanes and helicopters. And how it works exactly is one team will be placed in the brand new Bumushka airplane where they have to survive as long as they can, whilst the other team will be placed in buzzards and you have to shoot down the Bumushka. So the great thing about this adversary mode is it's not too confusing like previous adversary modes have been. It's very straightforward. As you guys can see right here, you won't get homing missiles with your buzzard. It's only going to be the machine gun, which is still pretty OP, I'm not gonna lie, especially if you've got 4 buzzards shooting at once. That is something worth mentioning. The team 2 who are placed in the buzzard to take out the Bumushka will all be in separate vehicles, so you can have a total of 4 buzzards, whilst the team 1 who's in the Bumushka airplane will all be placed in that one vehicle. The airplane can seat up to 4 players, 3 different turrets and 1 driver. So like I said, even if you've got a full lobby full of players, you're only ever going to get 1 Bumushka in this adversary mode at any given time. Now a massive tip that I am going to give you guys is if you've got more than 2 players on the Bumushka team, the turrets are extremely OP and you can easily take down these buzzards within seconds as soon as they get into your range. Now of course, if you guys haven't clocked on already yet, it's pretty obvious and pretty self-explanatory. The only way you guys are going to gain points is by surviving longer in the Bumushka. So as you guys can see in the bottom right, the current team is the red team in the Bumushka, and their score is going up every second that they survive in the game. So of course, with this adversary mode being aerial based, or in the air in other words, you can see that Rockstar Games have spawned a bunch of different props around the sky in order for you guys to kind of drive through them and kind of like decoy the buzzards. Now in actual fact, a massive tip that I'm going to give you guys, and you guys will notice this after playing this adversary mode for a long time, because I'm not going to lie to you guys, I've been smashing this out all day today and this has helped me out a ton. You actually don't have to fly around with your Bumushka to protect it. So what you guys can actually do is just drive your Bumushka into one of the hangars at the airport and then get your team to mount the turrets. The buzzard will have to drive into that door or the entrance of the hangar, just giving you guys a clear-cut target area to aim at, which I guarantee will allow you guys to survive as long as you want in this adversary mode. So now that I've explained what this new adversary mode is all about, as well as giving you guys a few tips, it's time to move into the juicy stuff and what you guys really want to know. how much money you guys can earn depending on how long you guys play this game for, as well as how much you guys can earn from the bonuses. Now quickly, before I do get into that, an important part that you guys do want to take is when you're setting up the game, you want to make sure you put it on 4 rounds and also put it on 4 attempts. Once you've done that, go ahead and launch the game. Now the first thing that will determine how much you guys do receive is the time that you guys do spend in this new adversary mode. So the first thing that you guys definitely don't want to do, and the worst payout by far, is by finishing a round under 4 minutes. You will only receive 10k and the losers will receive 5k for that. If you go ahead and finish the game between 5 to 7 minutes, that will jump up to 16k for the winner and 8k for the losers. If you go ahead and finish it between 8 and 10 minutes, that will increase again up to 20,000 for the winners and 10,000 for the losers. And if you guys go ahead and spend between 10 and 15 minutes in the game, that's going to increase again to 26k for the winner and 13k for the losers. However, by just spending a few extra minutes in the game, so basically passes the 15-minute mark, that is going to jump all the way up to $40,000 per round, which already would be very good by itself. However, you guys can earn even more per round by earning something called the winners round bonus, and this is actually earned by you guys winning the rounds back to back or one after the other. So to make things very clear for you guys, I put together this graph which I done without including the double money and double RP. So as you guys can see right here, it shows the cash earned from 2 rounds is 26k, whereas we're going to be earning 40k from a single round. And the reason why I put this graph together without the double money and double RP is in case you guys do come back to this video once the promotion is ended, you can still work out off this graph what suits you guys best. So normally, without any double money or double RP promotion, after winning 2 rounds, you guys will be earning a bonus of $13,000. After 3 rounds, that would be $20,000, and after 4 rounds, that would be 26k. Of course, this is without double money, so we do have the potential of earning well over $60,000 just in bonuses alone. Now, if you guys can remember right back at the start of the video when I told you guys to put it on 4 rounds and 4 attempts, the reason why I told you guys to do that is because by doing so, we have a potential of playing a total of 7 rounds per game. So if you guys want to be really smart about it, if you was playing against your friends or you come against some really bad noobs, you can just go ahead and use the tactic that I showed you guys earlier. Go ahead and park in your hangar so you guys can rinse down as much time as possible. You can go ahead and let the other team win the first 3 rounds. So you guys will still be earning the losers bonus of 20k per round, taking our total to $60,000. And then if you guys go ahead and win the next 4 rounds at 40k per round, that will take your total to 160 plus all the losers bonuses, taking it to just over 220k. However, because we're going to be winning the rounds back to back or one after the other, we're going to be earning a massive bonus, which is going to take our total to easily over $290,000. Holy! Plus, it is also worth mentioning you are getting double RP at the same time. So as you guys can see, you will also be receiving 33,000 RP from a single game. So not only the fact that you guys will be earning such insane payouts, but such good RP at the same time, you really have no reason to complain. So definitely be sure to leave a comment down below, find some other players on the same platform as you guys, leave your Xbox gamer tag or your PSN, and you might be better off leaving whether or not you've got a mic, because I know certain players only prefer to play with other players who have got mics, even though as long as all of you guys have watched this video, I guarantee you won't even need a mic. You can just come on straight away and help each other out easily. However, that is going to lead me straight into my third and final method in this video, because usually what I do once I've grinded out a playlist full of this, the cooldown period to sell a vehicle has now ended. So what I like to do is go ahead and store 1 or 2 garages full up of the most highest selling NPC vehicle, which is the chrome and gold Dubssta 2s. If you guys aren't aware, these are some of the rarest vehicles in the game, and you guys can easily spawn these in as much as you want, as many times as you want. Greatest thing about this money making method is once you guys get yourself one Dubssta 2, you can do this 100% solo as many times as you like, but to actually get the Dubssta 2, if you guys don't already own one, will require one other player. So once again, if you guys don't have that many friends that play GTA 5 online, leave a comment down below, just say what console you're on, say whether or not you've got a mic, and you're better off leaving your PSN, your gamer tag, or your social club name. Now one of you will have to register as an MC biker, so if you guys don't own a clubhouse and you can't become a biker, in your comment down below in this video say need MC, and then like I said, leave your PSN or your Xbox Live gamer tag. And likewise, if you guys can register as an MC, do be sure to leave a comment down below and find another player, help each other out. I've got tons of active players on my community, always up for helping each other out. Plus you might be better off leaving whether or not you've got a mic, because I do know certain players only prefer to play with other players who've got a mic, but as long as all of you guys watch this video all the way through, you won't even need a mic to understand what each other have to do. Now it is worth mentioning, you do want to be in a free roam session whilst you're doing this. So as you guys can see right here, I'm in a free roam session with my friend in the background. He's the one who's going to register as an MC. He invites me to join his biker club. As you guys can see, I go ahead and accept it. Now as soon as you guys accept it, you want to get your friend who's the MC president to make you his road captain. Now as you guys can see, as soon as he makes you the road captain, all you have to do is pull up your interaction menu and you guys can now request the Dubssta. So simply go ahead and do so. Now once you guys request the Dubssta, you should notice it comes in this very slick looking matte black, which does look pretty nice in my opinion. However, what you guys actually want to do once you're in the Dubssta is make your way down towards the LS customs at the airport. I'm pretty sure 99.9% of you guys know where this is already, but I will pull it up in a second just to show you guys exactly where it is. Now once you guys are in the Dubssta, all you guys want to do is drive slowly towards the LS customs. You want to make sure that you're never driving too fast when you're trying to spawn this Dubstta 2 in, because you want to give it time to actually spawn in by the game itself. Very similar to the Sand King method or the Sentinel XS. So as you guys can see right here, it didn't spawn in for us. That's because the third factor is it's only going to spawn in between the times of 9 o'clock and 2 o'clock, and that's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so otherwise known as 1400 hours. So between 9 and 1400 hours is when you guys want to take a Dubstta 2 down to the LS customs. That's the reason why I pulled up my phone very quickly, as you guys can see, just to double check that I was doing it during the right time. Now this first method that I'm showing you guys, driving from the city or the helipad towards LS customs, it does actually work, but it doesn't work as good as the new method that I've just found out. So as you guys can see right here, this is the area that you do want to drive from if you're going to be using this first method. Like I said, this one does still work, but it is very tedious and doesn't spawn in every time, so it could take a few attempts before you guys actually get your Dubstta to spawn in. So I'm going to fast forward this gameplay to save you guys time, as like I said, you do have to drive pretty slowly towards it to actually give it time to spawn in. But as you guys can see, it was my second attempt trying to spawn it in this method and it didn't work for me. So I went ahead and used my brain, used my initiative, and I'm going to show you guys how I actually got it to spawn in straight away. So what I actually went ahead and done is I got in the Dubstta 2 and I took it over to LS customs and I simply parked it right next to the spot where it's meant to spawn in. So it's meant to spawn in this little alleyway just to the left of me. So as you guys can see right here, I just parked it in front of that garage door. Now once I parked off my Dubstta right there, you want to go ahead and rob an NPC car. Now from personal experience, when you're robbing an NPC car, you're always better off trying to rob a 4-door basic looking car like you can see on screen right now. Never try and rob an NPC for like a flashy sports car type. That's just my personal experience from when I've tried to spawn this in. I've always had a 100% success rate when I've got these 4-door coupe style cars. Now once you guys have got your NPC car, simply drive the way I'm doing on screen towards the airport and then simply drive back towards LS customs. Now don't forget, whilst you're doing this, it must be between the times of 9 and 2 o'clock, otherwise known as 900 hours and 1400 hours. As you guys can see here, I pull up my phone quickly just to show you guys it's 10 o'clock, so only an hour into the time gap that we've got. Perfect timing, as you guys can see. And when I pull up the LS customs, remember not to be driving at max speed, just drive similar to how I'm doing on screen. And as you guys can see, bang, as easy as that, I've spawned in a modded rare chrome Dubstta 2. As soon as you guys get that bitch, take it straight into LS Customs, and from here you guys want to whack an insurance on it. This part is very important. As soon as you guys get this car, make sure you whack full coverage over it in case someone comes over to you and blows you up and you're gonna have to do that whole process again. Because I'm not gonna lie, this first part of you guys spawning it in for the first time is the longest part of the whole process. Once you guys have got yourself one Dubssta 2, the rest of the method is a walk in the park, and it's also 100% solo, which I know a ton of you guys are gonna love. But another great thing about this method is not only is it 100% solo that you guys can go ahead and stack some serious cash with, you guys can also go ahead and spawn these in for your friends, and I'm also going to prove how to do so. However, there is one more thing that we do have to take care of, because right now this would be a good method, being able to spawn these in free roam, but it's not really unlimited if you can only do it between 9 AM and 2 PM. However, what you guys want to do to get around this is simply press start, go across to online, select play job, Rockstar created, and you guys want to choose one of 3 different missions. The first mission you guys can choose is called Time to Get Away, the second one is called Denial of Service, and the third one is called Chopper Tail. All 3 of these missions you guys can do, and I will prove this to you in this video that I do it also in a different mission. However, the reason we actually want to go ahead and start one of these missions up is because the clock or the time in these missions is stuck at 12 o'clock. It will not go 1 minute past 12 or 1 minute under 12 o'clock. It is literally stuck at 12 continually for the entire mission, which means you guys can spawn in as many Dubssta 2s as you want whilst playing this mission. So firstly, I'm going to assume the majority of you guys playing will want to do this with a friend, so you can both just continually spawn one in for each other, and then after that I'll show you guys how it works. It's just as easy doing it solo by yourself. So once you guys are in the mission, you simply want to get inside the car and go ahead and park it where we parked it in free roam, just near the gate, just as I do on screen should be fine. Now once you guys parked up your car, simply get out of the car, go ahead, rob any NPC car. It doesn't have to be a 4-door car. I would just suggest it isn't a flashy sports type car, as I've had the worst success with those type of cars. Now, as I promised you guys earlier on in the video, you don't have to park up the Dubssta 2 to spawn these in if it's not working for you for whatever reason. You guys can simply just get inside the Dubssta 2 with your friend, as you guys can see on screen, and simply just run the route that I was showing you guys that I've done in free roam, and it should spawn in just as easily for you or your friend to go ahead and take. So this time when I was spawning it in, it's quite important when you're in the mission to not be looking in the area where it's going to spawn. So as you guys can see, I was holding my right analog stick downwards, so it gave me an almost bird's eye view of my Dubssta. So there was no way of me looking at LS Customs to show Rockstar Games spawning it in for me. So as you can see here, I'm approaching LS Customs, got the bird's eye view, and I'm maintaining a very slow speed, just giving Rockstar Games plenty of time to spawn it in, because like I said, they do flash a few times when Rockstar Games spawn in a car, and they don't want you guys to see this happening, because they do want the game to feel realistic. And if you just saw a bunch of cars around the map always spawning in at random times, how fake would the game feel? So there is good reason why Rockstar Games make you do it this way. And like I said, if you're going to do it with a friend in the same session, make sure he's far away from the area like we've done this time, or he's actually in the car with you. So at this time that I spawned it in, my friend was actually going to check that he had space in his garage to store this Dubssta in. That's the reason why I'm literally just sitting next to this Dubssta waiting for him to come and collect it. Now as soon as your friend arrives, you want to get him to go ahead, get inside the Dubssta 2. Obviously you guys can't access LS Customs like earlier on in free roam, so what he wants to do is get in the Dubssta and take it over to any of his owned garages or apartments. So when he now backs out of the mission, goes over to his garage, he can just go into passive mode, take the Dubssta out of his garage and go and whack an insurance on it, and he can now do this by himself 100% solo. Now it is worth mentioning the odd few times Rockstar Games will spawn in some other customized vehicles, which I'm not gonna lie, do look pretty sick, especially that Rapid GT. I might try and recreate that paint job in a future video. However, the last piece of gameplay I'm going to show you guys now is me doing this as of today 100% solo in a different mission. As you guys can see right here, I've got my biker clothes on. I'm not going to cut any bit of this footage. I'm just going to fast forward it to save you guys time, just to prove, because I know there's a lot of skeptical people out there, and I don't blame you guys. guys, because there is a lot of scummy and fake shit that goes on in the GTA 5 community. So it's only right that you guys do question a lot of the stuff that these guys do put out, especially those fucking fake giveaways. If you guys aren't aware, all these GTA 5 YouTubers who are supposedly doing giveaways, if you type in their names or their YouTube channel names and then type next to it giveaway exposed, there's been like tons of videos of all these guys exposing them for fake giveaways. However, we're not here to talk about the cancer in the community. We're here to show you guys that they're spawning these rare Dubssta 2s. This time, as you guys can see right here, I'm doing denial of service, so it also does work in this mission right here. However, I do prefer a chopper tail and a time to get away because they don't actually have any timers in the bottom right. As you guys can see in this mission right here, you do have a 10-minute countdown timer. However, if you guys go ahead and blow up 3 of the trucks, then that timer will stop as soon as you guys get on the final truck. So as you guys can see, the first time it didn't spawn in for me because I was going too fast. So another trick you guys can try and do is when you're driving slow is come to a full stop on the path closest to it. So as you guys can see here, I ended up coming to a full stop, just giving Rockstar Games a little bit of time to spawn it in for me, drive forward a little bit more and then come to a full stop again, just in case they didn't spawn it in. Now they've got no excuses, they're definitely going to spawn it in for me. Don't forget to try and not look at LS Customs as you're driving towards it, and then bang, you guys should have a fresh new Dubssta 2 waiting for you parked up. All you have to do is hop straight in that and then take it over to any of your closest garages or apartments. Now another massive tip I'm going to give you guys is there's actually a 10-car garage right behind the LS Customs at the airport, which should take you guys about 15 to 20 seconds to get from the LS Customs to that one. But even if you guys don't own that 10-car garage or you don't want to buy it, the one at the airport, as you guys can see right here, there's a ton of other apartments literally within a 1-mile radius of where you guys spawn this in. So all you guys have to do is just keep repeating the process as much as you want and then go ahead and sell one of these cars every 40 minutes or so in free roam whilst you guys are doing some MC work, some vehicle warehouse, or even just doing some free roam work. Or even if you guys are grinding out contact missions, after every few contact missions, when you head back into free roam, you can just call up your mechanic and get your Dubssta delivered to you, and it's been making easy money consistently throughout the next few weeks. I'm not gonna lie, definitely one of my favorite methods to grind out, because all you have to do is do work for like half an hour, fill up your garage, and then you're gonna consistently have money coming into your account from literally doing nothing. And I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys are already aware, but if you guys aren't aware, every time you sell one of these cars, you're gonna be receiving an insane $23,000 for every single car. It is worth mentioning the gold version does sell for slightly a bit more, but like I said, you're getting over 23k per vehicle. So let's say on average it takes about 20 minutes to half an hour to fill up your 10-car garage. You guys would be earning around $250,000 per garage every time you do this, which is just insane for such an easy and straightforward method that any of you guys can do straight away. Nonetheless, that is going to do it for me, guys. 3 awesome money making methods currently working in GTA 5 Online after all the latest patches. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, say what method you're looking to grind out along with whatever console you play on, followed by your PSN or your gamer tag. Hopefully you guys do appreciate me putting together 3 methods rather than just one, so at least there's a method for everyone to grind out. Or even if you get bored of one method, you can always switch it up and use another method. So if this video has helped you out in any way, shape or form, and you do want to see me cover more epic money and RP guides in the future, all I ask is you drop a like down below and feel free to subscribe as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.